President Trump tells NBC News he's asking, quote, numerous countries that are affected by the thuggery of Iran to help secure the Strait of Hormuz, a key marine passageway for oil tankers, as global oil prices have surged amid the war. The president said several countries have committed to helping secure the strait, but declined to name any of them. As of this afternoon, the average price of a gallon of gas in the U.S. is $3.67, according to AAA. And for diesel, it is $4.94 nationwide. That's up almost $1.30 from a month ago. And America's truck drivers are feeling that pain especially hard. Our next guest says that if those diesel prices don't come down, she may be forced out of work. Joining us now to discuss is Heather Hickson Griffith. She's an independent trucker and member of the Real Women in Trucking organization. Heather, thank you so much for joining us this evening. We're so glad you're able to take time off to talk with us. You don't have the support of a trucking company behind you right now. What have the last couple of weeks been like for you? How has the surge in fuel prices affected your work?
It's affected us to the point that I'm literally eating the cost of fuel every time I fuel up my tanks. I'm not seeing much of any paycheck out of any of the loads.
What does that mean for you personally, just in terms of how you have to get by?
I literally, afterwards, I have to budget my bills, what bills can get paid, what groceries I can do this week. If by chance I could eat out for one night of the week, or if I want to go, say, go grocery shopping, get some new clean clothes or something, I have to work the budget to be able to do that. Before, I used to just be able to go anytime I wanted to, and now I have to see what I can afford and what I can't afford, and not raise up and keep using more credit cards to cause more debt to reap in the end.
Heather, can I play for you what some Republicans, at least one Republican, has been saying to explain or justify these high prices and get your reaction to it? Take a listen to this, and then I'll get your reaction to it.
Of course, sir.
Freedom is not free. Americans are going to have to make some sacrifices, but we're operating from a point of strength.
How does that make you feel as an American, kind of being told that, you know, freedom is not free and this is the price that you have to pay? The sacrifices that you have to make right now are justified and you should be okay with it?
It kind of does not feel good knowing that I'm a veteran and I fought for that freedom. I gave everything I could for this freedom to be able to do what we can do in this world. And being told I can't, it just kind of makes it feel like we're going back in the old ages, and we got out of those.
Heather, right now you're in California, which according to AAA has some of the highest gas prices in the country. How long do you think that you're going to be able to sustain this? And do you have a backup plan for what to do as an alternative if these prices stay as high as they are or go higher?
I don't have a full-on backup plan. If they keep rising, I will have to close my doors. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Right now, I have a small safety net from last year that I was able to save for in case of emergencies if I break down a motor or something, but now I'm having to use that emergency just to be able to fill my tanks. And it's really getting hurtful and hard because last night I put about $100 in my tank, or 100 gallons in my tanks to be able to do 2 loads for this starting this weekend. And it cost me literally $739 just for that 100 gallons since the price increased this week. It is at the pump itself was $7.84 before the discounts.
Wow.
Wow.
And even
Heather,
then, the discount wasn't even worth it.
Heather, you mentioned before that you were a veteran. I believe you were deployed multiple times to Afghanistan and Iraq.
Ma'am.
What
Yes, ma'am.
What goes through your mind right now as the country goes back to war in the Middle East?
I hate to see it. I wish everybody could just unfortunately get along. And, I want to see that they have everything that we have over here, but I don't want to see how it's being done. So it's kind of, I want to see them be able to succeed, but I don't want it to be done the way it's been done. I've seen too much over there and too much pain and suffering for it to be done that way.
Heather Hickson Griffith, thank you so much for your time. Please stay safe on those roads. We're all pulling for you, and hang in there. Hopefully it turns around for you.